Hello students, today we are going to start the second lesson on to the summit. We reach the top. It is actually experience of Tenzing Norgay because he had accomplished or completed his goal to reach on the summit of Mount Everest. So this happy moment and what hardships he experienced he exposed here in this particular lesson. Tenzing Norgay, born on 29th May 1914 and died on 9th May 1986. He was known by birth as Namgyal Wangdi and often referred to as Sherpa. Sherpa, a member of Himalayan people living on the borders of Nepal and Tibet, who are expert in mountaineering. So, Tenzing was a Nepali Indian Sherpa mountaineer. He was one of the first two individuals known to reach the summit of Mount Everest, which he accomplished with Edmund Hillary on 29th May 1953. So, this particular lesson is about his ultimate goal, which he had achieved on 29th May 1953 to reach on the summit of Mount Everest, accompanied by Edmund Hillary. ह्या धड्यामध्ये शिखरावर पोचण्याचं प्रयत्न करत करत जे यश मिळालेले शेर्पा तेन्झिंगला ते इथं दाखवण्याचा प्रयत्न, ते इथं मांडण्याचा प्रयत्न त्यांनी स्वतः केलेला आहे. शेर्पा ही जमात नेपाळ आणि तिबेटच्या बॉर्डरवर राहते आणि ती माउंटेनर्स म्हणून खूप प्रसिद्ध आहे. काटक शरीरयष्टीची ही लोक असतात. ह्या पूर्ण लेसनमध्ये त्यांनी कशा पद्धतीने तिथपर्यंत माउंट एव्हरेस्टच्या शिखरापर्यंत तो पोहोचला, त्याच्याबरोबर असलेले एडमंड हिलरी, ते दोघं कसे तिथं पोहोचले, त्यांचं एकूण मनस्थिती, त्यांनी केलेले शर्तीचे प्रयत्न, ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी इथं मांडण्याचा प्रयत्न शेर्पा तेन्झिंग यांनी केलेला आहे. आता शेर्पा तेन्झिंगनी कोणकोणते मेडल्स त्यांना मिळाले? टायगर मेडल, 1938 हिमालयन क्लब थर्ड एव्हरेस्ट एक्सपेडिशन, स्टार ऑफ नेपाल, he got this medal in 1953, King Tribhuvan all accomplishment, Padma Bhushan by Indian government has given Padma Bhushan to this Sherpa Tenzing in 1959. So these are his achievements. When Sherpa Tenzing accompanied with Edmund Hillary, they reached on the summit of Mount Everest. So both are there, Edmund Hillary and Sherpa Tenzing. Mount Everest is actually 8,845 meters, means 29,029 feet on the border between Tibet and Nepal. की नेपाळ आणि तिबेटच्या ह्या बॉर्डरवर माउंट एव्हरेस्ट हा सर्वोच्च शिखर वसलेलं आहे, ज्याची उंची समुद्रसपाटीपासून 8,845 मीटर येते आणि फुटामध्ये जर ते कन्वर्ट केलं तर 29,029 फूट त्याची उंची येते. नाव ही स्टार्टेड टेलिंग ऑल दीज थिंग्स and he set his goal because every mountaineer wanted to achieve, he wanted to go at least once to the top of the world, that is Mount Everest. So Sherpa Tenzing as a mountaineer, he have had this particular ambition and he fulfilled his ambition on 29th May 1953. So let's start what he experienced at that time. He shared this experience with us. When we left Camp 9 on Friday morning, I was determined to get to the top on this day. So, all alone, it is not possible to reach onto the summit, to reach the top of Mount Everest. With the help of team, it is not easy to reach on top of Mount Everest, because you have to carry different type of things with you. You have to carry food, because it is not one day return trip. You have to reach on the top of Mount Everest. It is 8,845 meter distance, and you spend more than 20-30 days related to the climate. If climate change, you have to stay somewhere there near that mountain. So different type of camp were set, and these people took shelter in that camp, and they started going towards that peak point. So in this way, this camp was arranged. Without camp, all alone, it is not possible to reach the summit of Mount Everest. When we left Camp 9 on Friday morning, I was determined to get to the top on this day. So Sherpa Tenzing shared his experience with us, and he said that Friday morning they left ninth camp, and they decided at last to reach on the top of Mount Everest. That morning, I remember thinking I was to get to the top even if I die. So, firm decision he had taken at that time. By hook or crook, I must reach on top of Mount Everest. If I die, it doesn't matter. I was not afraid to die that day. We set out means start journey, early, and all the way from Camp 9 to the peak we alternated. So they started going towards the top of Mount Everest, and they changed their duties because different type of things they carried with them. So they changed their places, and they started going towards the top of Mount Everest. I would take the lead, and then Hillary. So Hillary remained behind to this man. When Hillary took charge, he went ahead, and Sherpa remained back to the Hillary. So in this way they alternate their places. The man who follows when climbing has a difficult job both in climbing up and climbing down. So climbing -0 degrees centigrade, it is not possible. You carry oxygen cylinder on your back. So with oxygen cylinders and other materials, you have to carry this load with you. Otherwise it is not possible to survive on in this particular condition, -60 degrees centigrade temperature. No, it is not possible. So the man who follows when climbing has a difficult job both in climbing up and climbing down. He is the anchor. So Hillary was a strong supporter for him. When he remained go ahead and Hillary remained behind, so he considered Hillary as an anchor. The man going in the lead cuts the step and breaks the way. So here when they change their places, the man who go ahead, he started to cut that snow to make step and make possible help the man behind him to carry easily, to come easily. So in this way, the man going in the lead cuts the steps and breaks the way. In my pocket, I had 4 flags. When we were still at Camp 4, Colonel Hunt gave me 3 flags, those of Britain, United Nations, and Nepal. He charged me with the duty of planting them on the top of the world. So they decided their goal was firm, and Colonel Hunt, who was in charge of that particular team, he had handed over 3 flags to Sherpa Tenzing: flag of Britain, flag of United Nations, and flag of Nepal. So 3 flags were given to Sherpa Tenzing by Colonel Hunt. मित्रांनो, एवढ्यावरती चढणं 8845 मीटरवर जाणं ही काही सोपी गोष्ट नाही आहे. -60 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेडच्या खाली तापमान, ऑक्सिजनची लेव्हल खूप कमी, आणि तिथे ऑक्सिजनचे सिलेंडर तुमच्या पाठीवर घेऊन 15-15 किलो वजनाचं ऑक्सिजन सिलेंडर तुमच्या पाठीवर, तसंच इतर ओझं की जे तुम्हाला तिथं सर्वाइव्ह करण्यासाठी, मग तुमच्या खाण्यासाठीच्या गोष्टी, जर तिथं कॅम्प टाकायचा असेल तर तिथल्या त्या कॅम्पसाठीचं वस्तू, ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी तुम्हाला घेऊन जाणं गरजेचं आहे. त्याच्यामुळे टीम तयार करूनच तुम्हाला माउंट एव्हरेस्टवर जाणं शक्य आहे. एकट्या दुकट्याचं ते काम नाही आहे. म्हणून 9 कॅम्प तिथं केले होते काही अंतरावर ह्या पूर्ण माउंट एव्हरेस्टवर, आणि 9th कॅम्प सोडून गेल्यावर त्यांना फक्त वरची चढाई करून माउंट एव्हरेस्टच्या शिखरावर जायचं होतं. त्यांनी ठरवलं होतं की काही जरी झालं तर आपल्याला जायचं आहे, मृत्यू जरी झाला तरी बेहत्तर. ह्या उर्मीने शेर्पा तेनसिंग ती शेवटची जी चढण होती ती चढायला लागली. अर्थात ते जागा बदलत होते, पुढं चालणारा बर्फ तोडून पायरीसारख्या जागा तयार करत होता, म्हणजे मागच्याला सुकर होईल असं. आता हे करत असताना कॅम्प 4पासून, कॅम्प 4मध्ये जो कर्नल हंट नावाचे जी टीम लीडर होते, त्यांनी ह्या शेर्पा तेनसिंगच्या हातात, अर्थात त्या हंटनी 3 फ्लॅग दिलेले होते, कारण की एकूण 4 फ्लॅग ह्या शेर्पा तेनसिंगकडे होते. 3 फ्लॅग जे दिले कर्नल हंटनी, त्याच्यामध्ये इंग्लंडचा होता, युनायटेड नेशन्सचा होता आणि नेपाळचा होता. असे 3 फ्लॅग्स दिले, आणि त्यांनी सांगितलं की वरती ज्यावेळेस सर्वोच्च टोकावर जाशील त्यावेळेस हे सगळेचे सगळे फ्लॅग तिथं तू हाइस्ट कर, तिथं रोव त्या बर्फामध्ये. These 3 flags are in your care, he said. When you and Hillary reach the top, put them at the peak. I am sure that you and Hillary are going to do it. Colonel Hunt, through his words, expressed his confidence about these 2 people, because he knew that these 2 people will achieve their goal, and that is why he handed over 3 flags to them and want that these 2 people should raise these flags on top of Mount Everest. I told Colonel Hunt that I was carrying the Indian flag with me, and I would like to be on the top with the other flags. I had to ask Colonel Hunt's permission in his capacity as leader of the expedition. So Colonel Hunt handed over 3 flags to him. Sherpa Tenzing informed him that one more flag he had carried, and that is Indian flag. And he asked his permission whether he could carry this particular Indian flag with these 3 flags also. And Colonel Hunt permitted him to carry Indian flag with him because he was in charge of that expedition. की 4 फ्लॅग शेर्पा तेनसिंग घेऊन जात होते, अर्थात 3 कर्नल हंटने दिलेली होती, एक त्यांच्या खिशामध्ये होता, तो होता इंडियन फ्लॅग, की जो मी वरती घेऊन जाऊ शकतो का, अशी परमिशन त्यांनी कर्नल हंटकडे घेतली आणि कर्नल हंटने ती परमिशन दिलीसुद्धा. इंडियन फ्लॅग. कर्नल हंट सेड, by all means I am glad to know that you brought an Indian flag. Colonel Hunt became very happy because this Sherpa Tenzing carried Indian flag with him. After 1 hour of steady going, we cut across from the south face and started up the west side, where we had to pass up a steep line of rocks. So after 1 hour they went straight. We cut across from the south face. From south face they changed their way and started up the west side. From west side they started going towards the peak of Mount Everest, and it was a steep line of rocks. So straight line of rocks were there, and they started to trek from that steep line of rocks. This was slow and difficult, so it was not easy to go through that particular steep line of rocks. Once we had cleared these, there was nothing barring our way to top but a snow covered incline. So after passing this particular difficult way, it was not hard to reach on top of Mount Everest, though that particular area was always snow covered, and that snow could not stop them, sloping less and less as it neared the top. So they started going towards the top of Mount Everest. These last 60 and 70 feet up the top were not very dangerous, but we kept up the same steady pace, and we reached the small flattened summit almost together. So from Camp 9 they started going towards the top of Mount Everest, and 60 to 70 feet up, it was not very dangerous way, but they keep the same pace. Speed was the same, and we reached the small flattened summit almost together. And he exposed this truth that both Hillary and he himself reached on the summit at once, and no one go first and no one came second. No, both went there on same time. During the last 50 feet from the peak, Hillary and I were moving about 20 feet apart. We were tied together with a rope. Most of the time the rope was loose, but when we went over dangerous ground, we drew it taut. Taut means tight. So their distance, when they started going towards the top of Mount Everest, 50 feet, 20 feet distance were there between them, but they tied with each other with one rope. Most of the time the rope was loose, but when we went over dangerous ground, we drew it tight. When they thought that it is a steep road, so at that time they tightened that particular rope to keep themselves safe. मित्रांनो, इंडियन फ्लॅग दिल्यानंतर ते आफ्टर 1 hour स्टडी गोईंग ते जायला लागले. 1 तास चालल्यानंतर त्यांनी साऊथ फेसकडे मोर्चा वळवला आणि स्टार्टेड अप अँड वेस्ट साईड. साऊथपासून ते वेस्टकडे वळले. पश्चिमेच्या साईडने त्यांनी जायला लागले आणि पश्चिमेच्या साईडला स्टीप लाईन की सरळ असा कडा होता दगडाचा, त्याच्यावरनं मग त्यांनी वर चढायला सुरुवात केली. दिस वॉज स्लो अँड डिफिकल्ट, की सरळ कडा असल्यामुळे ते डिफिकल्ट होतं आणि त्यांची स्पीड थोडा कमी जायला होता. वन्स वी हॅड क्लिअर्ड दिस देअर वॉज नथिंग बॅरिंग अवर वे टू टॉप बट द स्नो कवर्ड इनक्लाइन, की आता हा कडा पार केल्यानंतर त्यांना भीतीचं कारण नव्हतं, कारण की फक्त स्नो कवर्ड तो एरिया होता, सगळे बर्फाच्छादित प्रदेश असल्यामुळे बर्फ फक्त त्यांना अडसर होणार होता. अर्थात सगळीकडे बर्फच होता, परंतु तिथे जास्त बर्फ त्यांना असणार होता, जो त्यांच्या मार्गाचा अडथळा असणार होता. स्लोपिंग लेस अँड लेस ॲज इट नियर द टॉप. दीज लास्ट 60 or 70 feet अप द टॉप वर नॉट व्हेरी डेंजरस, की 60 ते 70 फूट जी उंची होती ती त्यांनी नंतर गाठली, त्यांना जे जायचं होतं वरपर्यंत, ते काही एवढं भयानक नव्हतं तो चढ, परंतु त्यांना एकच स्पीड मेंटेन करावा लागणार होता आणि ते दोघं एकाच वेळेस त्या उंच शिखरावर पोचले. परंतु चालताना त्यांचं अंतर हे 20-20 फूट फक्त एकमेकांपासून ते लांब राहिलेले होते आणि ते असताना ते एकमेकांना बांधून एका दोरीने त्यांनी बांधलेलं होतं एकमेकांना. चालताना ते ढिल्ली सोडायची, परंतु भयानक जर रस्ता आला तर ते त्यांची दोरी पॅक करून घ्यायची. दिस rope was a symbol. It tied us together. One could not move without the other. We were not two individuals but a team. So this rope forced them to think that you are a team. You are not alone. Togetherness, you are not individual, you are team. Togetherness, that type of feeling was there in their mind, and this rope was a symbol of togetherness. I have been asked many times who was first. When we were within reach of the summit, I did not think of who was going to be first. I am sure that Hillary was not thinking that. Climbing takes all your attention. You have many more important worries. So after completing this particular summit, after making a record, they were asked by writers, or writers will ask them that who was the first to reach on the top of Mount Everest. And it was not good question for them, because they were not thinking in this way. Climbing takes all your attention. You have many more important worries. So different type of worries were carried by them. So they were not thinking that who will be the first to reach on top of Mount Everest. And at last they expose these things that both were the first to reach onto the summit. What does it matter whether I reach the top first or Hillary? Our main thought was that both of us reached the top. We had to. One couldn't do it alone. So he exposed these things that we were not thinking in this way. We both wanted to put step on top of Mount Everest at a time. If there had been a difference of 1,000 feet between us, then one could make the claim that he was first. But even then, only the man behind him could confirm the distance between the two of them. So if the distance remained 1,000 feet, that the man who was ahead can claim that he comes first. Otherwise it is not possible, it is not good to claim that he came first. When we reached Kathmandu, we discovered a controversy has arisen. We talked it over. Hillary, Colonel Hunt and I. We agreed that all the talk childish. So when they reached Kathmandu, they started thinking about controversy, because controversy will arise, and we talked it over. Colonel Hunt and I, we agreed that all the talk childish. We thought that it is childish thing to ask them who put step first on top of Mount Everest. No. So we made a pact. So an agreement we had written there, and each of us signed it. The office of the Prime Minister of Nepal, each one signed his own statement. I have a copy of Hillary's statement which I carry in my pocket. So both Hillary and Sherpa had signed a pact, and they expressed their views. They explained that both reach on top of Mount Everest. It reads Kathmandu, June 22, 1953. On May 29, Tenzing Sherpa and left our high camp on Mount Everest for our attempt on the summit. As we climb upwards to the south summit, first one and then the other would take a turn at leading. We crossed over the south summit and moved along the summit ridge. Ridge means long narrow piece of raised land. We reached the summit almost together. We embraced means hug, each other, overjoyed at our success. Then I took photograph of Tenzing holding aloft the flags of Great Britain, Nepal, United Nations and India. Signed E.P. Hillary. There is another paper like this in English signed by me. So after returning back from top of Mount Everest, they had made an agreement, and through that agreement they expose that both reach on top of Mount Everest at a time, and they expose their things. They sign on that particular agreement. We will not take part in any controversy. As the statement says, Hillary and I embraced. When we reached the top, we did as well as our bulky equipment would let us. I remember saying to him, "We have done it," but we could not hear. We had our oxygen mask on. So we were very happy when we reached on top of Mount Everest. They hugged each other, but they express their views. They express few words, but no one can easily understand these things because they have their oxygen mask on their mouth. So in this way they reach on top of Mount Everest. They made history. First thought. My first thought on reaching the top was a sense of gratitude to God, that after having failed 6 times, He had blessed me with fulfillment of this desire I had held so long. So, I have already told you that each and every mountaineer wanted to go on top of Mount Everest, and after 6 efforts, 6 times he failed. He couldn't reach on top of Mount Everest because suddenly the atmosphere changed there, and you need lot of equipments to complete this particular summit, this expedition. So 6 times he failed, and it was his 7th attempt, and God blessed him. He became very happy and he thanked God at that moment. I placed on the summit the offering to God that I had carried with me. So he carried few things and he placed these things to express his gratitude towards God. This is in accord with my religion. So he was a Buddhist, and he offered few things to God, to Lord Buddha. Both my wife and I are Buddhist. I could not kneel. Kneel means resting on knees, because he wore clothes, woolen clothes, and it was with equipments. It was not possible for him to kneel down. But I offered a silent prayer in my heart. But when he offered these things, he prayed to say thanks to God. The offerings were biscuits, candy, and a little blue pencil. My youngest daughter Nima had given me the pencil before I left home. So the things which he had offered there to God were biscuits, then candy, and a blue pencil which his own daughter Nima had given him. So these were the offerings. She asked me to put it on the top of the mount. But I left home. She asked me to put it on the top of the mountain as he offered, as her offering. It was an ordinary blue pencil, not even a long one, but it was one of her prized possessions. So, as a child, she loves this particular blue pencil, and this valuable things she handed over to me and asked, when I reached on top of Mount Everest, please place it and offer it to God to express our gratitude. मित्रांनो, ज्यावेळेस ते माउंट एव्हरेस्टवर चढले त्यावेळेस त्याला खूप आनंद झाला. त्यांनी कृतज्ञतापूर्वक देवाची प्रार्थना केली, कारण ह्या आधीच्या 6 प्रयत्नामध्ये तो फेल गेलेला होता. आणि त्याच्यानंतर त्यांनी देवाला काही गोष्टी अर्पण केल्या. त्याला गुढ्यांवर बसता येत नव्हतं, कारण की त्याचे हेवी इक्विपमेंट्स, त्याचे जाड भरडे कपडे, त्याच्यामुळे त्याला पायांवर बसून प्रार्थना करणं शक्य नव्हतं. परंतु त्यांनी बिस्किट्स, चॉकलेट आणि त्याच्या मुलगी जी नीमा आहे तिने दिलेली ब्ल्यू पेन्सिल, ह्या गोष्टी देवाला त्यांनी तिथं अर्पण केल्या आणि देवाचे धन्यवाद मानले. As I put it down, I pointed it out to Hillary. He gave me a big smile, showing that he understood. When he placed these things, he offered these things to God, he pointed it to Hillary. Hillary had given a smile to him because he understood the feeling of this particular friend, Sherpa. Then I got out the flags which I had on piece of string about 4 feet long, fastened one end to my ice axe, and Hillary took pictures as I held it up. So all flags he had taken from his pockets, and he started hoisting these flags there. He tied these flags. As I had to bring my ice axe down with me, I buried one end on the string in the ice on the top and the other in snow or the slope down below. When we left, they were lying flat. So I managed to hoist these flags there on top of Mount Everest by using my ice axe and string. But when we returned back, I found that all lying flat. I was very thirsty. I took out the water tumbler for a drink, but I found the water in the metal container had frozen, so I couldn't quench my thirst. I ate some biscuits and offered some to Hillary. So when they started return back, he was very thirsty. So Sherpa Tenzing was very thirsty. He took out a water from tumbler, but water was not there because water had frozen there on that high altitude place. So I couldn't quench my thirst. So he couldn't satisfy his thirst because it was not possible to drink water in that minus 60 degrees centigrade temperature. I ate some biscuits and offered some to Hillary. So he ate biscuits and offered biscuits to Hillary also. I was wearing a rare scarf which my great friend Lambert, leader of the 1952 Swiss expedition, had given me last year. It was just a year ago on May 28th. So he carried a red scarf as a lucky thing with him because this scarf was given to him by his friend Lambert when he was a member of Swiss expedition in 1952. At that time he was given to him by Lambert. So it was a lucky scarf for him. So he carried this red scarf with him. मित्रांनो, ज्यावेळेस ते मध्ये वरती चढले त्यावेळेस सर्वोच्च टोकावर त्यावेळेस त्याला खूप आनंद झाला. त्यांनी मग ते फ्लॅग्स तिथं त्यांनी चारीची चारी फ्लॅग बांधले उंच टोकावर आणि त्याची जी एक स्ट्रिंग होती त्या स्ट्रिंगला त्याची आईस ॲक्स लावून ती त्या बर्फामध्ये खोचून ठेवली. त्याला माहीत होतं की जास्त काळ हे फ्लॅग्स हे झेंडे काही जास्त काळ राहणार नाही. ते ज्यावेळेस यायला लागले त्यावेळेसच ते सगळे झेंडे खाली पडून गेले. आता त्याला खूप तहान लागलेली होती. पाणी मिळणं शक्य नव्हतं. त्याचं जे भांडं त्यांनी नेलं होतं पाण्याने भरलेलं त्याच्यामधलं सगळं पाणी गोठलेलं होतं कारण की मायनस 60 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेडचं तापमान, इतकी थंडी, त्याच्यामुळे पाणी शक्य नव्हतं. त्याच्यामुळे त्याला त्याची तहान भागवता आली नाही. त्याच्यामुळे त्यांनी बिस्किट घेतले, हिलरीला बिस्किट दिले. त्यांनी त्याच्या गळ्याभोवती एक लाल रंगाचा स्कार्फ घेतलेला होता, बांधलेला होता. जो त्याचा मित्र लांबर्ट स्विस मोहिमेवर 1952 असताना त्यांनी त्याला गिफ्ट केलेला होता आणि तो त्याच्यासाठी लकी होता म्हणून तो रेड स्कार्फ त्यांनी घातलेला होता. When we were standing at 28,215 feet that he gave me the scarf. की एवढ्या उंचीवर असताना त्यांनी तो स्कार्फ त्याला दिलेला होता. I wore it all the way up the mountain from Darjeeling. As I stood at the top, I remembered him and felt that he was with me. So that particular scarf, it was a lucky scarf for him, and because of that scarf, he started considering that his best friend, that is Lambert, is with him. I felt absolutely fit at the summit. My mind was absolutely clear. I didn't feel tired. I felt exhilarated. It was a very clear sensation. So when he reached on top of Mount Everest, he became very fresh because of he became very happy. Whatever goal he wanted to achieve, he achieved this particular goal at that moment, and it made him fresh. I didn't feel tired. I felt exhilarated, means very happy. It was a very clear sensation. Below, all the hills and mountains looked like gods and goddesses to me. So when he started observing the outside area, small hills and mountains looked like small gods and goddesses to him. The plains below looked like so many broken pieces of maps. So small pieces he can easily observe from this distance. So broken pieces, he considered it as a broken pieces of maps. So in this way he observed all these things there from this distance. मित्रांनो, त्या स्कार्पमुळे, त्या लाल स्कार्पमुळे त्याला असं वाटायचं की आपला मित्र आपल्याबरोबर आहे. आणि जी इच्छा त्याची होती त्या सर्वोच्च टोकावर चढण्याची, त्या सर्वोच्च टोकावर चढल्यामुळे काय त्याला इतका आनंद झाला की त्याचा सगळा थकवा नाहीसा झाला. आजूबाजूच्या डोंगरांकडे तो बघायला लागला की सगळी डोंगरं त्याला छोट्या छोट्या देव आणि देवतांसारखी दिसायला लागली. त्याच्यानंतर आजूबाजूच्या शेती त्याला ब्रोकन मॅपसारख्या वाटायला लागल्या. 2 or 3 people could stand there on the roof of the world if you cut ice. 20 or 30 feet below the top, there was enough flat square for 2 people to sleep. So on top of Mount Everest, it is not possible to stand properly. If you cut down snow, then and then you can easily stop. 2 or 3 people can easily stand there. But when you come 20 or 30 feet below, if you come 20 or 30 feet below, there was enough flat square for 2 people to sleep. So 2 people can easily sleep there below 30 feet of that top. You could pitch one tent there. The summit is flat on one side and steep on the other. So one side is very much dangerous and other side is flat. There is snow on the northern side, rock on the south and east, and snowy rock on the west. We stayed on the top a little more than 15 minutes. So they spent 15 minutes because they became very happy, and because of that happiness they forgot their thirst and tiredness. So they became very happy at that moment. They feel fresh. They spent 15 minutes there on top of that Mount Everest. We were lucky that there was no gale. So I have already told you that if atmosphere remain good, then and then you can complete your expedition. Otherwise it is not possible to reach on top of Mount Everest. So he expressed his gratitude, he expressed his humble words that we were lucky that there was no gale, strong wind was not there, and that is why we were very lucky to reach on top of Mount Everest, or it would have swept us off. My next thought was how to get down safely. So he thanked God. He considered themselves lucky. मित्रांनो, त्या उंच टोकावर 2 ते 3 लोक आरामात उभं राहू शकतील जर वरचा बर्फ काढला तर. जर खाली आलो त्या शिखरापासून 20 ते 30 फूट खाली पुरेशी फ्लॅट जागा आहे, फ्लॅट स्क्वेअर आहे की ज्याच्यावर 2 लोक टेंट टाकून झोपू शकतील. आता त्या उंच टोकावर ह्या दोघांनी 15 मिनटं घालवले आणि तो इथं सुदैवी मानतोय स्वतःला, कारण की वादळ तिथं सुरू झालेलं नव्हतं, जोराचा वारा तिथं सुरू झालेला नव्हता, बर्फ पडायला लागलेलं नव्हतं. आणि जर तसं झालं असतं तर ते खाली सरकत आले असते. आता हे विचार करत असताना त्याला एक विचार सुचला की अरे आता खाली कसं जायचं आरामात. ऑन द डिसेंट फ्रॉम द समिट was walking behind Hillary. I was following him and holding the rope tightly, and my determination was to make sure he descended safely. So when they started coming downwards on the descent from the summit, we was walking behind Hillary. I was following him and holding the rope tightly. So he was behind Hillary and he started holding that rope tightly, so to keep himself as well as Hillary safe. I must say that the climb down was more difficult and dangerous than the climb up. So he expressed his experience and said that climbing down is more dangerous and difficult than climbing up. If you slip down, you would go into the Kangshung Glacier and there would be no trace left to you. So, one side is very much dangerous, and if you slipped, you lose your balance, you will fail Kangshung Glacier, and it is a dangerous glacier. Many people died in attempting to reach onto the summit. So such things would happen and they remain safe. More caution needed. Of course, it took less time climbing down, but you needed more Hasir. Hasir means that is caution. When I reached Camp 9, my first thought was, thank God we have been spared an accident, and if up to now there have been no accidents, I hope there will be none in future. So he once again thanked God and thanked God for keeping them safe. Without any accident, they reached at ninth camp, and in future such accidents will not happen. I hope there will be none in future. I had always prayed to God and he saved me. So he was a strong believer of God, and God keep them safe, and in future he will keep them safe, keep me safe. So in this way he started praying, started saying thank to God. की खूप काळजी घेत घेत ते माउंट एव्हरेस्टवर गेलेले होते. 9 नंबरच्या कॅम्पमध्ये आल्यानंतर त्यांनी पुन्हा एकदा देवाचे धन्यवाद मानले ह्यासाठी की एकही दुर्दैवी घटना घडली नाही आणि पुढे घडणार नाही अशी त्यांनी आशा व्यक्त केली. At Camp 9, Hillary and I were in no mood for any talking. We just attended to our own things. We stayed there about half an hour. We boiled some snow to make lemon water and drank it. When they reached at Camp 9, they became very thirsty. So they boiled some snow and they drank this lemon water. And they remained there for half an hour. They left a few things there in Camp 9. When we left, we took only our sleeping bags and left everything else behind in the tent. From Camp 9 to Camp 8, where we spent the night, was an easier job. Just above Camp 8, where the others could see us, I raised my arm with my thumb. Noisy, Lovi saw us and their faces flushed with joy. So when they reached Camp 8, they found that few people are waiting for them in Camp 7. So it was not possible for them to reach there. He raised his hand and informed them that they successfully completed their target. They fulfilled their dreams. They achieved their goal. So Noisy Lovi saw them and he became very happy. In this way, I was able to tell them of our success. As we got near the Camp 8, Lovi came to meet us and came up about 300 feet with tea and coffee. Another 50 feet down, we met Noisy, who brought us more tea. This tea smelled kerosene. So when they came near Camp 8, Louis came to meet them, and he brought tea and coffee to them. Another 50 feet down, we met Noisy. When they met Noisy, Noisy had brought them more tea. This tea smelled kerosene. When they started drinking this tea, it smelled like kerosene. Apparently, it had been made in a hurry, and somehow some kerosene got into the welcome cup. So, in a hurry, he had made that tea, and unfortunately, he mixed tea in kerosene, but it was a welcome drink for them. So, they consumed that, they drank that particular tea. Thought since the gentleman had taken so much trouble to bring it, I was going to enjoy it, whatever the smell. So, that gentleman had made this particular tea for them. That is why they drank that particular kerosene mixed tea happily. So, in this way, Sherpa Tenzing and Edmund Hillary completed these things. They reached successfully on top of the Mount Everest. So it was biggest achievement for them in history. Both these two people are considered that they first reach on top of Mount Everest. So in this way, through this particular lesson, simplicity of these people we can observe easily. So all these things are there. Thank you very much.